There we go. All right, we're live. So Josh will be back in a minute. He had to step out, so we're back to hobby time. We got a tournament from over the weekend to discuss. All of us were at it. Marty was at it. Josh was at it. So it was the pecking order tournament. So, damn it. That is probably going to stain my sweatpants with Gilliman flesh because I am an idiot. So, pretty standard, really. Pretty standard, really. So, anyways, yeah. So, we'll wait till Josh gets back. We'll start talking about tournaments. I'm going to be painting on the blue scribes some more, even though the blue scribes are not going to be in my list anymore. I will definitely not be taking the blue scribes. They're just pointless, I have decided. After seeing how 3 packs of blue horrors played, I don't think I'm ever going back. So we'll start with Josh. How was your tournament, Josh?
I had fun. I enjoyed myself. I went 2-3. One of those games I gave away.
What did you do in that game, Josh?
He's got to hold my head low. I figured a whole new way to lose. So we were actually fairly close, right? It was a fun game. We're shooting snot at each other, but I see it, and I'm gonna table wipe him. And I got excited, and I did my command phase all quick like, and I got to shooting because I'd had my target priorities all figured out in my head, and my turn's all done, and I go to calculate how many points I did this turn, and I realized I never even drew secondaries.
Yeah.
And at this point, right, you have this dilemma, right? Because my opponent technically did nothing wrong. There's only one way to fix this in tournament play and move forward. It's just like, and just take it in the chin and move forward. And because of that, right, I didn't table wipe him. I got him down to like 2 units, two models left. And most of my army was still up. But he had played points right, and I lost by 1 point. I forgot I got 0. I zeroed out in secondaries on purpose. When I had position, I could have scored on almost anything.
That's not ideal.
No. Now, part of that's my army build. I tend to not prevent points early turn, so I'm always playing catch up late game. But so I screwed the pooch on that one. And then another game, I targeted the wrong flank, I guess is the only way to put it. That's my bad. But, regardless, all my opponents were cool. I still had lots of fun. I enjoyed myself, No complaints. I want to do it again.
Yeah, I didn't have one shitty opponent the whole time.
Oh, I do have to get rid of my Vindicare Assassin.
Why?
Not because of stat line or anything, but I keep forgetting to shoot him. That also might contribute to my spectacular outing.
Yeah.
I do believe I did all well in the hobby track. I haven't actually looked it up. I doubt the numbers are punched through yet, but
yeah, you probably did real well. So what'd you play first round?
I played twin Norns first round.
And you handled them just fine.
Yes, I handled that guy all right. He was fun to play with. He didn't spike his invos as well. And really, that's the trick with the Norns I'm figuring out right now. If they spike their invos well, you're screwed. If they don't, hey, you got some play.
I think the trick with the Norns is to just not bring them.
Oh, no, they were definitely fun.
Yeah, they're a lot of points, man.
As someone who's bringing Russes, I guess.
They're way more points than a Russ, dude. Yeah. They make Russes look super cheap.
You gotta move your cheek hands, or I can't do the down can.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Yep. So, and you handled that just fine.
I handled it fine the first time. I ended up playing it to basically a really similar list, like with a different guy, and that's where I picked the wrong flank.
Yeah.
The scenario was where, where the missions go away,
Yeah.
and I thought I would score some points early and solve a problem I normally have by going the other flank, but I did not think out late game. So late game, he had Norn sitting on it,
Yep.
the last one.
And you couldn't do anything about it.
Nope.
Yeah.
And the first one, I'll admit, took an absolute. He just spiked his 4 invos, but that's playing the game, right? That happens. Because I put 2 full rounds of 3 manticores into it, and 3 separate demolisher volleys, and he still had 2 wounds at the end of it all.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's a lot of investment not to get nowhere. And at OC 15, I couldn't even give orders to buff something up. There was nothing that was going to take it from him.
But mana cores aren't necessarily the best thing to be shooting into that, though.
No. But mana cores do all right shooting in almost anything, especially when the auto wound on 6s.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just saying statistically, I feel like I should have got it. Of course I feel like I should have got it. That's I'm a semi-competitive 40K player.
So you believe you should get everything.
Right. So we got to take that with a grain of salt.
What'd you have game 2?
Game 3, I played a guard guy
How'd you do?
from Olympia. He was real fun to play with.
How'd you do
He
that?
had an original. It was fairly mirror match, except he's running ballasts versus my mana cores.
And so the Basilisk won that?
They did not.
Whoa, really?
Oh, sir, they did not.
Yeah, Basilisk should have won that.
He went first. He should have fired at my manticores
Oh, he didn't.
and nothing but at my manticores. No, my manticores actually have a higher strength. He just gets more shots.
Basilisk?
Yeah.
Or strength 12?
The bastard strength 9.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Basilisks are awful then.
Yeah.
Don't
Now they mess with your advance or some shit like that. They hit you. I don't care about.
Oh,
any of that.
yeah, the movement. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care about any of that.
Yeah. I thought they were strength 12.
No.
Huh. Then what did you have?
Other than that, he brought infantry, which, as far as I'm concerned,
Yeah. I
in
don't
the
care
meta
much.
play,
I don't care much for the guard infantry.
they just don't. I mean, I'm a guard guy, right? I want them to work. I got a ton of them painted up, but they just don't.
Yeah. They just go away.
Yeah, they just die like flies and they don't accomplish nothing.
Even on the ones that you can put like a 4-up invuln on and 5-up feel no pain, it doesn't matter.
You're still shooting strength 3 weapons. No matter what I do, I can't get by strength 3 weapons.
And your opponent just has enough guns.
Yeah,
Basilisk are strength 8. Yeah.
a 10-pack of guard has OC 20, but so what?
Yeah, they just die. Mm-hmm. And then they don't exist anymore, so it doesn't matter what their OC is. Yeah. So then your next game was Bagwell and the Nids.
Yes. And the next day, I started off with a Death Guard player who was a real nice guy, but he took me apart.
Yeah, sure.
Just got right in my stuff and it just ended quickly.
Yeah.
It all went wrong.
Yeah. As it can against Death Guard.
Yes. He played me well.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yep. The key is to measure out 17 inches. And don't ever get inside that. Except with shit you're throwing away to score points. Yeah, those Death Shroud are just really, really good. And then your last game was against Tau, when you forgot.
yeah, that was the I'm just going to table him. Figure I'd end my tournament, tabling my opponent, smiling, and, well, that's what I get for thinking about it too hard.
Yeah, because when I left, I thought you had Bagwell.
I had him in a position. I did. But then after that, like nothing would die. It was a combination of me picking the wrong flank, dice, and Bagwell played his cards well. He screened me out when he dropped all of his garbage in.
Okay. So, yeah. Yep. So.
Because in modern editions, garbage matters.
Oh, a lot. Garbage is super important. So, what are you working on over there?
I am working on a Mandalorian helmet for my kid. He wants to go for Halloween. Now, it printed on a 5-day print, almost perfect. There is one bad line. One singular line.
That's not bad.
I know it is. So, but it's one line. I think it's fixable.
Josh,
Yes.
so Mike wants to know if you want rattlings still.
Oh, yes, sir, I do. If I got original rattlings, that'd free up dwarf bodies, squat bodies for other missions.
Yeah, but you want them all to be dwarfies.
Well, metal rattlings would fit the theme.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Metal old school rattlings.
that's true.
And that frees up squat bodies for other units if I decide to do them. Like if I decide to do a custom Gaunt's Ghost, that frees up 10 bodies right there.
Yeah.
And with some creativity, I can do my Gaunt's Ghost from there.
Need to grab some silver.
Part of me's thinking about doing a custom Strachan and make a
You need to make slide marble. I think you need a slide marbos. I think you need a marbo in there. Saturday I'll be here. Sunday is the day I take Alicia to the airport. My last day I can do shit is Saturday, Chase. And even then, probably not. Because she might want to spend time with me since she's leaving for a month.
Where's she going? Or can you say?
Oh, she's going to Europe.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, she's going to Scotland and England.
When she's in England, right?
She does not want to go to
GW store?
she does not want to go to shitty ass fucking Sherwood Forest or wherever it is. Oh, hold on. I think I need to. Yeah. That has got to get properly mixed. Uno momento, por favor. Oh, it's mixer not set anymore. Okay. That's fine. Shake the shit out of this. All right.
Yeah, today's a special episode because I'm
Yeah.
doing Ultimate Risk Taker, Josh. And I'm playing with the razor knife.
Nice.
We may get the bonus. I hope not.
Yeah,
Did you explain why you're razor knifing that?
Kind of. I did. Well, because there's one flaw line.
So I ended up going 4-1 at Turkey Wars. My first game was against Chaos Knights. He did not have. It was against all babies, like mine is, but he had executioners in there. He had some knights you pretty much don't want in your list in there, and he didn't have the kind of trash that I did. He had Nurglings, as is tradition at this point, for any Chaos player, but he did not have, like, the Blue Horrors, and it was a quick game. He came forward, rushed hard, and he had a real bad turn 2 shooting, and that was it. Then, great guy though. Every opponent I had was awesome. Then I had what did I play next? Oh, then I played a Dark Angels army next. And we walked up to their table and he went, shit. He had a whole bunch of Hellblasters. He had a whole bunch of God damn it, what are they called? The guys with the Meltas, Eradicators. So, yeah, that was not going to end well. He's wounded me on 5s. You know, he could reroll all into a knight a turn, but I don't care if I lose a knight a turn, because anything that he brings out to attack that knight a turn is just going to get smoked. So, once again, the 3 squads of Blue Horrors did their job.
Always. Those are good points spent.
Yep. Then my round 3 opponent was Kebby. Kebby ended up drawing me round 3. Kebby was fairly confident, I think, going in. He was like, this is a chance I'm going to beat Byrd. My 3 packs of Blue Horrors went out on the objectives. Well, didn't start them on the objectives, but immediately then went to the objectives, to the objectified areas. And Kebby charged them. Kebby was running a whole bunch of Thunderwolf Cav and a couple Lancers. So the Lancers are scary for the Knights, but he also can't bring them forward at all. So I can just play the angle game against those Lancers, because the second the Lancers get within striking distance, the carnivores eat them, or the Meltas from the other guys eat them. They just get eaten. So he has to play it real careful. And so he turn 1 charged right into my guys. Then, I went first, shot off all of his Fenrisian wolves. Basically, get your wolves, get them the fuck out of the game, get rid of all your point scoring units. Then he charged with all 3 of his Thunderwolf packs. I stepped out the one that had Santa in it. What's his name? I can never remember his name. He's the one in the wolf sleigh. And I popped reroll all with 4 brigands into his pack, and then had 2 chargeables back. Then charged carnivore into the other pack that had like 2 more shooting into it, and then left the other one alone, but I charged a knight into it to tie it up to take away its 2 damage on the charge. Colby didn't even bother to take his second turn. He did not pass a lot of 4-ups. And so he just got absolutely shit on.
Yeah, if you have a 4-up invo,
Yeah.
all those armies are depending on getting hot on those rolls. When they're hot, they win, and they're not, they don't.
Yeah, he was not hot, and and those Chaos Knights just shit on it. So that was it for day 1. I played like a grand total of like an hour and a half, or maybe 2 hours worth of 40K in what could have been 6 hours, just because the Chaos Knights did what the Chaos Knights do and did it quickly. Wait for the immediate time to strike, and then strike. and played it well. So then day 2, I ended up playing Tau. Round 4, yeah. Ended up playing Tau, and great kid, great player. Problem was, you guys have seen the streams. I play against Tau quite a bit with Casey, and his list was almost identical to Casey's, with the exception of Skyrays. So I knew exactly what his Tau could do, and I just immediately, once again, took out all the scoring units, and then left him on a couple packs of one guys. In fact, some things went good for him. Josh, you're not on camera.
What?
Yeah,
He's got it in front of his chest though, so
yeah.
every time he has to move it, we can still see him.
Okay. Yeah, the what's it called? Commander Farsight actually aced 2 knights in melee.
Oh, nice.
Just one-shot him, which I was not expecting. I mean, the one, sure, because he gets full rerolls to hit and wound in melee 1 turn. So he's got a decent shot there, but usually he doesn't end up acing them from full. So, but he did. He aced 2 of them. So, but it was another quick one. I got up, and so then top table again. This was time number 9 at the top table. Still haven't won a GT or major, but been at the top table 9 times. Had Trimble. I think, so it was Trimble with CSM. It was Max with Black Templars, that I played against Black Templars quite a bit with Rick. And it was an Eldar list. Jorge had an Eldar list. And I think the only one from a statistical standpoint that could even play with me, could play army to army with me on that, would have been Trimble. And 33% chance of drawing Trimble, draw Trimble. So I'm like, okay, Trimble's a great player. So it's like, it's going to be a good game. I had Trimble exactly where I wanted him. Exactly. And Trimble's dice went fucking bananas. So, combination of his good dice, my bad dice, had, I think, 3 or 4 brigands into a pack of 10. I think it was 3 brigands and a stalker into a pack of 10 chosen. He armor contempted him to give him 6 up, because he was in cover, to give himself 6 up saves on the Meltas. Meltas are -5. Did that, and then proceeded to spike every one of his saves. Didn't take any damage from the chain guns. Then proceeded to spike, I think, 1 or 2 saves on his what are they called? Obliterators, to keep them alive. And so I was in a position where I was like, okay, so I know I'll sacrifice 2 knights to the Forge Fiends he has. Couldn't really get to them. I'll sacrifice 2 to those, but that's fine, because Forge Fiends are now in the upper left corner of the board, not to be in play anymore, essentially. And cool. What ended up happening was that was a 6 knight sacrifice. And at that point, I'm fucked. So yeah, I'd held him to a 5 and a 0 in primary through 3. And then I needed 1 more turn to hold him down on primary. And then I still probably get him. But nope, alas, it was not to be. So. Yeah, we didn't get a chance to talk about the new models. Did you look at the new models that are coming out, Josh?
No, I actually haven't. I've been just completely stuck at home on Starfield.
All right.
Just stuck.
We can bring those out real quick.
Yeah, let's look at them.
So we'll go through the AOS models as well. because let's go to Games Workshop. Whoop. Or no, Warhammer Community is what we want. Warhammer Community. All right, so articles. All right. Articles, there we go. No, not downloads. Front page. Okay. Oh, we got a new Meta Watch. Which, by the way, had I beat Trimble or have won that tournament, it would have been the first GT or major win by a Chaos Knights player. So that sucked. Let's see. Are they showing the model releases? So check this out, Josh. This is a Necromunda model.
Yo, I seen some pictures of the squat stuff.
But
I mean, they're
you might-
Necromunda.
You might be interested. You might be interested in this. So, there you go, Josh.
Yeah.
Yes, but it's in resin.
Well, it's Necromunda squats.
So technically it's actual squats.
Well, in the Votan book, they mentioned that there are Votan who've been living free for generations in the Imperium.
Yeah, those are called squats.
Yeah, they're called squats. So, I mean, so by their own lore, it's easily wrote in.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, they're a free breeding wild generation, you know. Think of them as, you know, domestic versus wild chickens.
But shorter and meaner. So yeah, there's that. So real cool. Other problem, it's resin.
Okay. Well,
Yep.
whatever. If I get some sort of rules for it.
Yeah. I don't think you're gonna.
I don't get it either.
No, because it's for Necromunda. Load more. Give me more. So here's the new Bretonian models for Old World.
See that? I don't want to bring my hopes up.
Look at that.
She's burnt me before.
Look
burn
at
it
that fucker, Josh.
again. I know.
It's gorgeous. Lots of different head options. Lots of different, like, really good looking. Man, that's a great looking model. And then a standard bearer on Pegasus. Just beautiful. And Knights of the Realm on foot.
Yeah, they had it before, but they were metal, if I remember right.
Yeah, let's zoom in. Let's zoom in. Yeah, they're just really pretty models. A bunch of different customizables. The helmets are a little bit over the top. I like it. Yeah, I mean, they're just great. So, Pegasus Knights.
Yeah. I had 15 of those at one point in my life.
Yeah, new Knights of the Realm kit. Really good looking. New Men-at-Arms. Really good looking. New Peasant Bowman. With, check this out, Josh, deployable spikes.
Yeah, they had those before.
Yep,
The Palisades and rules for them.
yep. Handmaiden of the Lady. It's a pretty model.
Yeah. I have 4 or 5 of those in metal. I have a start of a Bretonian army, old school.
Looks like we've got Lady on Pegasus.
Yes.
Or not Pegasus,
It-
Unicorn.
It should be a damsel.
Yeah,
If they
damsel
were
on
called.
unicorn. Yeah. Some kind of executioner knight. He's great. Yeah. New field trebuchets.
Yep, that's where I broke my cherry on scatter dice. Field trebuchets.
And now we've got the kill teams. So 2 new kits for the kill teams. We've got a new Striking Scorpions kit with chain swords. Did they always have chain swords, Josh?
Yes.
They did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Striking Scorpions have always been the chain swords.
It's a very un-Eldar thing. I don't know why they have them.
The Aspect Warriors always embody all the different aspects of warfare. Striking Scorpions always had more attacks and were stealthy.
Right, but like,
The
why?
Haligantes had power swords,
Yeah.
so they had less attacks, but they had AP.
They should have just given them all power swords. It just looks very un-Eldar-like, right?
I mean,
it just doesn't look right. In my opinion.
I was there from the beginning, so they didn't look right then.
Oh,
but-
so we got extra pictures here, so. Yeah, here's some different poses. But they're all kind of the same pose. Like, it's a good, it's a fine kit. They just look so much like what we're about to look at next, only worse. Yeah. It's decent. I guess there's a little bit of dynamic posing to them, but yeah. Then a new Space Marine Scoot kit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Primaris Scouts. So, yeah. Don't know how I feel about Scouts from a gameplay perspective.
It matters what they give them. We assume because they're traditions, they're gonna have like infiltrate or
Oh yeah,
some sort of
Scout
special
move. They'll have infiltrate. Yeah, there we go. Or we already know they have infiltrate because it's all out. But yeah, there's a bunch of different options. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like they have helmets,
No.
which I'm not a fan of.
Well, the chances of you building a Space Marine army are fairly thin, I'm thinking.
If they're good. But yeah. My concern with Scouts is always, okay, so why would you take infiltrators? Like, if Scouts exist, don't take infiltrators. All right. Twintail, Dawnbringers. Oh, yeah, okay. So we've got Dryad Dude on a Beetle for AOS. First Thorn of Kurnoth. So pretty cool looking model. I don't think the colors are doing it any good here. They're pretty clashy, but good looking model. Then there's a Space Marine on a Dragon for Age of Sigmar. There's a Space Marine Chaplain on Dragon.
Oh, yep.
That's a Space Marine Chaplain, dude. Like, I don't know what we're doing here. But, yeah. They were like, oh, you're going to call them Sigmarines? We'll make sure. By the way, the paint job on that dragon, incredible. That is just a gorgeous job of, oof, it's really good. But, yeah. But, that's a Space Marine Chaplain. There's just no way around that. Which, if he was sold separately, I would totally get him to make a Space Marine Chaplain.
I've actually thought about doing a Space Marine army based on Age of Sigmar bodies.
And Josh, have you seen the worst model in the history of 40K yet?
Yeah, let's see it.
Admech gets a new model.
Oh, that one, yeah, I see it.
Oh my, he can't even stay on the screen. It's a sniper with the longest legs ever. Yeah.
Well, some people's children.
Well, we gotta down the screen to 90% size just to get it all on at once. Yep. So, yeah. Anyway, that's him. He's got a couple different profiles. Got an anti-vehicle profile that really sucks. I don't see why you would ever take it. So, it has a heavy precision sniper rifle, strength 5, AP neg 2, 3 damage, 1 shot. Right? Okay, not bad. They already said he's gonna have, but this one right here, 1 shot, strength 7, anti-monster 4+, anti-vehicle 4+, heavy precision, strength 7. AP neg 2, D3 damage. Why would you ever take that?
How many can you take in a unit?
Oh, no. He's solo, lone operative, stealth and lone operative.
Oh, dear God.
Yeah, so he's corner deployers. We'll have to see how many points he is, but like,
Yeah, if he's like 55 points.
I'm sure he's gonna be something like that. Yeah, which he's gonna get taken a lot. But the model is just terrible. And why would you would ever take that anti-vehicle gun is beyond me. Like,
No, they'll be the same points.
yeah, they'll be the same points, so. But yeah.
I mean, just as game designer, screwing yourself, your base rules so much by that. Oh, it's all going to be the same points.
Well, they've had the hard-on for power level for the better part of a decade. And so they just put power level in the game. Who is that?
I don't know, but I got a razor knife. I'm going to talk to him.
Because that is in our lot, I think.
Sound travel's weird out there.
See, in the parking lot next door,
It's the SEA's meeting today. They asked me if they could do their meeting here today.
oh, so is that one dude? Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
Now it all makes sense.
Yeah. McQueen. So yeah, getting these. Boy, there's a lot of silver and little crap to paint on all these guys. I don't like it. Too much stuff to paint. Which actually I do like it, but I'm gonna pretend I don't. I'm gonna pretend I don't. So, any changes you're gonna make to your list after this last weekend, Josh?
Me?
Yeah.
I have a couple things I'm considering. Well, first of all, the assassin's out because I forget about him. A point's not giving me. I might as well put it somewhere I'm going to be useful for. I'm on the fence where I keep 1 or 2 units of the Deathcore Riders. Part of me is halfway tempted to take the 2 5-packs and 2 champions and do 1 10-pack and 1 champion. That'll save me 60 points. And the unit I do have will, I think, honestly be more effective. So I have 1 unit as opposed to 2, but that 1 unit...
Right, but what do they do, man? Like...
They pump out a lot of attacks. They forward deploy. They're a semi-credible threat in your face. And if I lose them, I'm really not down that many points.
Yeah, I mean, you can just bring them right back.
Yes. Also, I have a 10-pack if I play, bring it back. But, I mean, I can deploy 9 inches from your 9. I have a 12-inch movement. The unit can give themselves orders so they can hit on a 2. They're strength 4 with lance. So, I mean, but it's 50 attacks.
Yeah. Not a terrible idea. And you don't got to use them like an asshole every game either, so... Yeah. I think that's probably a better idea. I still think...
Well, also, because I can use the 10-pack, right? My very first turn, they just lay down all the way across the table. Dun, dun, dun. You can't forward deploy.
Well, no, because they don't have infiltrate.
What?
They have scout move, not infiltrate.
No, they have infiltrate.
Oh, do they?
Yes.
There you go.
Okay. And then one of Solar's 3 redeploys, I grab them from where they're at
Yeah.
and put them in reserves.
Not a terrible idea.
So I have a 10-pack in reserves.
Yeah.
By doing it that way, too, I make sure when they come out, I have 2 CP banked up.
Yeah.
So when you when you do kill them, I bring the 10 back.
I think you should probably get Marbo in there. Then if you're dumping that assassin, get Marbo in their place. And Gaunt's Ghosts.
Possibly Gaunt's Ghost. Because that'd be a fun to do conversion, my little squat A team.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I would.
Simply because they can go up in the air and they deep strike, not infiltrate.
Right. And so does Marbo. Marbo has both as well. So.
Yeah, that would be interesting moving around. Because part of me is also thinking about once I dump, if I did it right, turn it into a 10-pack, right? And then I dump the assassin, the points I have left, I'll have about 150 some odd points. And I was thinking, 2 to 3 packs of 5 packs of Scions simply because they can deep strike.
Well, I think you have enough. I think you have enough board control now. I think you could just start putting in some. I think you'd start putting in some mortars.
Yes, I can also do that. The points I'm pulling out, I can probably put in 2 to 3 packs of mortars. And just add in some more indirect fire.
Indirect fire, mortars put wounds on my knights.
Dude, I was running a bunch of packs of mortars. They do work.
Yeah. Your problem was when you were running the packs of mortars, you didn't have any board control.
Yes.
But now you've got board control. Go ahead and put some little mortar packs in there.
Yeah, 'cause the
Plus-
bikes.
Plus, they're good for, there's a bunch of armies. You're going to need to clear out a lot of chaff coming up.
Oh, and they work wonderful for that.
Yep.
3d6 with blast. That's +3 for every 5 you got. Okay.
And indirect is really good against Space Marines.
They're a problem solver. You know what I mean?
Well, it's because Space Marines can't armor contempt it. They can't do anything. They just have to sit there and take their 3-up save. So.
Again,
Can't get it.
how do you beat the 3-up save? The answer is a lot of dice.
Yep.
Just make you roll it over and over and over again.
Yep. And eventually, you'll fail the 3-up save. 2-up save's really good. 2-up save's really hard to burn through.
Every once in a while you get lucky.
Yeah. All right. Is that all the silver on that guy? No, he still has more silver. What an asshole. What an asshole. By the way, these new pink horror models are really nice. Really good looking models. No, Colby, it is not the best fucking model. That is worst model. So let's see what else is going. So the Blizzard Activision merger went through. All of you who were mocking me saying it wasn't going to go through. I said there was no way in hell it wasn't going through, and there was no way in hell it wasn't going through. And Bobby Kotick is out at the beginning of the year as CEO of Activision Blizzard. So, bye-bye. I am pretty sure that means they're going to go World of Warcraft on Game Pass. I think that's what they're about to announce at BlizzCon here in a couple days.
That would be Game Pass flexing some dick. Mm-hmm. Because World of Warcraft on a non-subscription basis.
Yep. All of a sudden, a bunch of people are playing it.
So a bunch of old school guys are going to give it a shot. Because you ain't trying to chew me out of money again.
Josh.
I mean, get money out of me again.
You have to pay for Game Pass, right?
Well,
Yeah.
yes, you're already paying once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does Game Pass cost?
$17 a month
Okay.
for all of that stuff you get on Game
For
Pass.
lots of yeah.
Yeah.
So that's still
Still
Right.
pretty good value, honestly.
Considering World of Warcraft sub is, I think, 19 now.
yeah.
Yeah.
That
And-
would probably solidify Game Pass as
It just solidified as being very competitive
it would
on
be
paying.
gaming. Yeah, it would be
Well,
pretty
yeah.
hard
And
to beat that.
just this deal pretty much solidifies Game Pass as a for sure. Like, you already have Bethesda, every first person, like, which, by the way, I think Starfield probably gets a lot more shit if it wasn't on Game Pass.
Well, yes, you
If-
are correct.
if people had to
Starfield has
actually buy
all
it-
kinds of flaws. I still am really enjoying myself.
Same.
And you're right, it's not innovative. I'm still really enjoying myself.
Right.
The graphics could be better. You're right. I'm still
Yeah.
really enjoying myself.
Yep.
So I mean, they did well there. They gave a lot of people that nostalgia what they want.
Yeah.
Hate to say it, but you know.
But I'm far more forgiving on it on a game I didn't have to spend anything on.
Yes. I'm not out $60.
Now, you'd have charged me $60 for that piece of shit, then we've got a problem. Because I don't think that's a $60 game. But yeah. Oh, and Unity fired their CEO. Sorry, he resigned. He got fired. They Schmiegeled his
Sweet.
ass. They told him to go away and never come back.
Be careful, it's fragile.
So your kid's going to try to be a Mando for Halloween, huh?
Yes. And you get the printers running before we leave, too. He's probably listening to me, so that's going to give me some points. Yeah, and he wants to do a Mandalorian helmet, and so I'm like, okay. And now that he has printed, he's like, okay, you know, I don't think he realizes how much more stuff's required to do.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We've ran into that a lot where people are like, can I get this printed? Yeah. And then they're like, oh, it's not done? Like, I have to do shit? Yes, you have to do shit.
Yes. He wants to get a full outfit. I think I'm going to have to talk him into, if he's lucky and we put some hustle, and we get the helmet, shoulder pads, knee pads, greaves, and the front chest piece done,
Yeah.
done. You know, and I'd actually throw the knee pads out of there if they weren't already finished.
Yeah. Backpack's going to be tough.
The backpack is going to be a while. That's a whole new project. I do the backpack and back is a whole new project, and I will be talking to you about that later, Andrew. If you disagree with me, I'm going to tell your friends horrible, horrible, horrible stories about when you were little. I'm going to make shit up. Tell them you did it. So this one time, Andrew shit himself at the zoo. And it's like, I don't remember. It's
Easy, bud. He's no Amber Heard.
Wait a minute. Yeah, wait, I thought you were gonna. If he complained, you were gonna tell the stories. You kind of jumped the gun there.
Yeah, I just told it.
Yo, okay. Oopsie.
So now you
Supposed to be keeping secrets.
So
Sorry,
he has
Andrew.
some complaining he can do for free now.
And the
See what
and
you
the
did
monkeys
there?
were upset because he threw it at him.
When Andrew was little, he used to have this issue with his feet. And I told his friends it's because he had web feet and he's ashamed of it. He should stop being ashamed. But he wouldn't show his feet off to disprove it. So he got mad at me because he's like, my friends will stop teasing me about my web feet. I'm like, just prove them wrong. And then he'd get all mad at me. I'm like, aha, I weaponized your crazy.
Yeah, so anyway, I've been playing a shit ton of New World, man. An absolute shit ton.
So you're telling me New World is worth loading back up and going.
New World is now an S tier MMO.
And how much is it honestly going to cost to do it? Because everything has a cost.
$30.
$30 to get back in.
Yep.
Okay.
And you don't even need to do that until you're level. Yeah, well, it adds a whole nother quest chain in and adds the flail in. But, yeah, you wouldn't even have to do that if it wasn't your thing. But I think it's worth it. They really did a bang-up job adding these new zones and shit in. Redid, like, every zone. The main quest chain is fucking fun. Like, remember how there was no story to the game?
Yeah, you're right. The whole, I don't remember what NCPs are.
Yeah. Now, like, they follow you around zone to zone. Like, you actually care. Like, there's a story. They do a bunch of, like, cartoon comic style animations. It's really, really good.
Alrighty, I'm gonna get up and stretch my legs.
God damn it.
Get some glue, and I think I'm about the spot where I'm gonna start cleaning this sucker up and pinning it and gluing it piece by piece, going back down.
I fucked that up. I fucked that eye up. I'll have to go in and fix that. There we go. Fuck that eye. That's not awful. There we go. All right.
Okay. Did I think I'm gonna super glue over here. I'll super glue tack it in places before I epoxy it. You know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean.
No, you don't.
I don't know what you mean.
This is the perfect one. Still like this.
So is the epoxy going to be mostly on the surface, or?
No, because I'm still gonna have, hey, I'm still, oh! See, remember my thing? Anyway, so I'm still gonna have a visible surface. I will, super glue all the way down center, and then super glue it well and tack spot in places, and then epoxy over and let it surface penetrate from both sides. I think if I surface penetrate from both sides, it should be gold. Yeah, I just opened that sucker up. I can actually take it all the way off if I want. I got like about it.
You might want to now, I guess, I don't know.
Know what's happening. Most of a Mandalorian.
Dead Mandos.
We need to find someone with a really big head because there's the costume, right? You just put this on their neck and this part's up here. Actually, in the long run, this is going to be easier. Okay. Because I'm going to be able to clean this up in here.
All right, now we need some gold. I like gold.
And when I tack this down, now I'll tack it from one of these corners first, going this way, because that's the most, you know.
The game I need to get back into is Bannerlord.
Yeah. I'm waiting for the 1.2 patch to come out.
What are they doing?
It messes with a lot of the trade balances. It's mostly a trade balance patch is what I'm looking at, and there's a couple of features it's been a while since I messed with. The Bannerlord's just, I don't know, it keeps opening up more and more options for modders.
Yeah. Yep. So, anyway, I'm on my 40K list. I am actually going to end up pulling, this is going to come as a shock to you, Josh.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull a Brigand.
You're gonna pull a Brigand? What are you replacing with?
Carnivore.
Okay. The Carnivore's the more shooting one, or the
Melee ones.
Full melee one?
Yep.
Yeah, but one Carnivore charging out can force people's hands.
Well, I want, because I noticed time and time again, 2 carnivores are charging at a time. And I want a second wave of them.
Yeah.
I think it's more important than think it's more important than another brigand.
Well, because the brigand, as good as the brigand shooting is, the carnivore's close combat seals kills.
And it's the consistency out of the brigand shooting. Like, brigands are really freaking good. Except when the meltas all miss. You know what doesn't miss that often? 6 attacks hitting on 2s, doing d6 plus 2 damage. And if it charges with multiples into the same model, I can give them exploding CXs. So, all right, I need a Agoros Adunes, I do believe. There we go. I need that for the scrolls. Yeah. The aged paper look.
Now, you're no longer putting this in your army, right?
Yeah, no, these aren't going in my army. So, yeah, pretty hilarious, actually.
Jeez.
But yeah, these guys are no longer in my army.
Guess that could change in the future, or maybe, but
It could. If the blue horrors go up too much in points, yeah. I have a concern if Chaos Knights do too good coming up. You know, they're right in the sweet spot for win ratios, so.
if you can ever table this thing again, it's really cool because it's the only one that looks like that.
It is. It is. But my concern is if they hit Chaos Knights, and even if they did something like some point hikes or moving brigands to hitting on 3s and carnivores hitting on 3s, all of a sudden that army is dog shit. Which it doesn't seem like they'd be dog shit. Seems like they'd be pretty good, but they would not be. And the other concern I have is Nurglings going up in points. That is pretty much a guarantee on the next balance pass. Is that it's going to go up. That for sure Nurglings are going to go up because every Chaos player is taking Nurglings.
Yes.
They're just too good. And I think with my slow-ass Death Guard army, I'm going to end up taking 6 sets of Nurglings.
Well, they solve problems. I mean, just as, you know.
Well, I want 2 to stand directly behind my Plague Marines. My 2 packs of Plague Marines. So that way they're always -2 to hit in melee. Oh, by the way, something cute that the Blue Horrors do, Josh, that I never even bothered looking at before.
What?
They're an extra -1 to your leadership if you're within 6 of the Blue Horrors.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, leadership can get you.
With Chaos Knights? Fuck yeah.
Nid's got me bad on leadership when I was playing against Bagwell. He did
Yep.
the whole make my entire army take a leadership test. Mm-hmm. I think I had 15 units on the field. 3 succeeded.
Yep.
Even with Guard, who I expected still 50% of them are going to fail. God darn it, you know.
Yeah. Yep.
Colby's weighing in.
Nurglings and maybe blues. Here's the thing, though, Colby. If you look at the blues haven't caught on yet. Outside of me and you and a couple other people, like how many blue horrors did you see at that tournament? Just
Yeah.
me.
Everyone's running Nurglings.
Yep. Yeah, very specifically, I worry about the knights themselves. And like I said, I am not near as balls deep in with the Nurglings now. I mean, I still want 2 packs in my knights list, but I don't think I need 4. Not with the double, not with the triple blue horror packs. And blue horrors aren't cheap, man. They are 125 points. But yeah. All right, I need.
Well, that's why no one's looking at them. They don't see the math. They're just looking at the raw math.
Yeah. For what? Nurglings? Or blues?
Or blue horse.
Yeah. Yeah. If you just
They're not looking at what you're getting for that 20, you know.
Right. If you're just looking at the math on blues, they're not that great. They're a bit high priced, actually.
But then he's bringing what they actually do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Space Marines. Gonna be a problem. So, Josh, in your list, you need to have an answer for a 10-pack of Terminators starting 10 inches or 9 inches away from you.
Now, they're starting from Infiltrate, Reserves, Deep Strike.
Infiltrate. Specifically, Deathwing Knights are going to be scary because they're really good. But, yeah. Starting in Infiltrate, 1 pack. And it's not all Space Marine list. It's only the Phobos one. Like the Phobos stealth detachment. But it's still pretty gross. Move this over here. So, but you got to have an answer for it because there's going to be a bunch of Space Marine players that fall in love with it. But you have answers. So if you don't deploy first, like if you get first deploy, you just make sure you take that 10-pack of your bullshit
Well,
bikers.
if he deploys before I deploy one of my infiltrators, I know exactly where they're at.
Right, they're just a screen in front of everything else.
Yeah. If not, I'm going to deploy my bike, you know.
Yep. It'll basically cost me a pack of blues for them to slam into a pack of blues turn 1. But then it puts their super high point shit right in my frickin' wheelhouse to just get annihilated. So I'm not as concerned about it with this list. Or my Death Guard list for that matter. Let's use Poxies or I'll just use Poxwalkers or Nurglings to screen out. All right, so there's that book, and then I'll paint all the eyes yellow on that book. And you know, maybe I do end up going back to the blue horrors, or the blue scribes at some point, but kind of want to start playing some orcs. Orcs are apparently top tier now, Josh.
Actually, I was thinking about orcs. Mm-hmm. Dude, I just want to play. They keep talking, you know, oh, Melter's the meta. Like, man, I want to bring some Burner Boys to the table.
Well, we're in a vehicle-heavy meta right now, so a vehicle and heavy infantry meta right now. Which, by the way, surprises me Tau aren't doing better than they are. They're a pretty good army. I think a lot of Tau players want the army to do something it isn't.
Well, you're running to that, and Tau have a couple of things they can know answers for, you know.
Yeah, Colby's been playing Stormlance, which is the new Space Marine. The what should have been the White Scars, I think. Even though those distinctions are gone, but yeah, a lot of big damage on the charge, I do believe. And Colby, can't you make your shit and egg one to hit as well when it advances or something like that? I think the Phobos one's going to be pretty good, man. I think it's army. Cabby, is that army-wide stealth for the whole army, or is it just certain units? +1 to hit, or -1 to hit outside of 12, I think, for the whole army. Which is pretty damn good. Yeah, I worry about a lot of things like the new scouts are just going to basically make infiltrators kind of pointless except for one pack of infiltrators. Single pack infiltrators to take the Phobos Librarian. And then I just think scouts, with their ability, so scouts can go up in the air. End of your opponent's movement, right? Or end of your opponent's turn, Cabby. Same with the other stuff. Yeah, very little attachment is anti-non-Phobos. Yeah. Yeah, this has been my problem for a while on detachments dating back even to 8th. In my opinion, detachment should be, you have to take these units.
Yeah, she'd have attacks for special rules.
Right. Attacks.
And that'd be a way also to make them shitty models, have to be seen battlefield.
Mm-hmm. Like Reavers. Yeah, I don't know. When you start letting...
Special attachments also just have hard limitations of what can't be taken.
Right.
You know. Your first unit Terminators can't bring scouts also.
Right. If you have scouts in your army, you can't bring any Terminator. There needs to be, like, oh, hey, fuck yous for taking these special rules. You shouldn't get all of your normal units, all your normal rules, and then a bunch of bonuses. Because it puts problems like we had with all of those armies of renown, which is essentially what we have
So that's
now.
locked in. That's locked in. See, Lee? She's super glue tacked. I'm gonna let her sit there and dry. Then I'm gonna epoxy the shit out of it. Clean it up.
Epoxy the shit out of it.
Epoxy the shit out of it.
Yeah, a bunch
Like I
of
said, there was one line. It was like a 1/4 inch off, but it hit 3 or 4 lines. By cutting it like this and moving it slightly, re-gluing it, I bring there, and on a 5-day print,
Yeah.
the hour I just spent cutting on it is
Yeah.
well worth the not 5 days of reprinting it. That
Yeah.
may also not work out.
Yep. Yeah, it's really shitty when you start getting those real long prints. All right, blue scribby scribes. And they're starting to look better.
Oh, that fits in there lots better now. Okay.
Gotta hit all the baubles with a little bit of gold. I like gold. And they all need to get washed. Yeah, it makes me kind of sad this isn't going to go in my army. Because it's a pretty cool looking model now.
Yeah, but you know, she still goes on your shelf, and you're future-proofing yourself because, you know, 8
Yeah.
months from now they do a points update, and suddenly, oh dear God, you're ready.
Peanut's all hype on the blue scribe bandwagon, or the blue horror bandwagon now.
He is. Well, I mean, it's a smart move.
Yeah.
I figured as soon as he saw the math of it, it makes sense to
Yeah.
him.
I don't know. I mean, I guess there are better options. Like, I would much rather have infiltrators than blue horrors. I'd much rather have scouts than blue horrors.
So blue horrors aren't actually that cheap, are they? Right?
No, they're 125 points. They're a carnivore. Damn near. Which, if I wanted to pull, take myself back down to 2 units of blue horrors, I could put a 5th carnivore, or or just add it straight up, another carnivore to the list.
Oh. As a lifelong member of the Go Big or Go Home Club.
I just think they're too valuable. I just think the blue horrors make this list. Yeah, Kebby, that's the type of shit that we should have. Like, the Storm Host only works on mounted units.
Yeah, if you're gonna go thematic, you shouldn't be all open thematic. You should be forced guys to have to make these choices. Mm-hmm. Because I always thought that that's what that kind of stuff allows you as a game designer, regiments around, the ability to take a normally shitty unit, not change the nature of the game, but make it viable, you know.
Mm-hmm. Like, what if in that Phobos army, you couldn't take any non-Phobos units, but all of a sudden, Reavers are AP neg 2 and can advance and charge 2 damage? Like,
Shit, even if you give them a 1 CP strat to do that. So 1 unit of them you can do it to, you know, a turn.
and that's the other thing. They doubled down on this bullshit free strat stuff. You know, this book was done before the balance slate came out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's
No,
probably
the
pretty
free
good. Kevin.
strats have to go because people plan their armies around that.
Yeah, we need to play that matchup again with you having Neg 1 to be hit and wounded and shooting.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, we need to replay that matchup. Maybe you last till turn 3 this time. But yeah, I'll have to figure out what once they start changing shit. I think I'm just going to go probably next year real hard in the paint on. I'm just going to take broken shit to decent sized tournaments. Because it's pretty fun playing good armies. Much more fun than playing shitty armies. Oh. Yeah, it's getting somewhere. Now I got to do some feathers. So I think we want a super bright green. We want a yellow and an orange, don't you think, on the feathers? I think so. Super bright orange, green, and super bright green. So let's see what we got here. We got Mantis Warrior green. That looks super bright. Or a Striking Scorpion green. All right. And then Griffhound orange. And Imperial Fist. Those look like some bright colors. Those look like some good bright colors. Oh yeah, Striking Scorpion green. Looks like an asshole made this paint. Okay. Oh. We get that on the. Some of these contrasts are such good paints.
There are some ones I like.
Just for, not wanting to go through, because I don't want to go through and really fucking paint every feather on here. Because that would be super annoying. There we go. So we got some super bright green feathers on there. Let's go ahead and do that. There we go. There, they're starting to come around. They need a lot of cleanup work, though. And a lot more washies. A lot more washies and cleanup work. How's that helmet coming along, Josh?
Pretty cool. I got my super glue seamed up. I got all my accessory pieces cleaned up, and I'm going to start laying coats on them.
Yeah. Reactively moving 6 inches when you land a move within 6 of them, or 9 of them, yeah. And then move after getting shot. Can you tag to combat?
Questions?
Yeah, can you tag to combat with it, Kebby? Unless it says you can tag into combat, you really can't tag into combat. What are you doing there, Josh?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm painting basically baby powder into the striations. Because this stuff's really super fine, right? I did some experiments, and it worked real good.
Fucking Scarface over here.
Yeah.
He's looking at me all crazy. Crazy eye, because I got some weird technique I'm trying out. Yes.
It says you have to move into combat. Yeah, being able to actually get them into combat is great. I know on a lot of them, though, you're not allowed to actually get into combat, but that's cool if they can. Yeah, those little moves are hard to plan for. Your opponent getting little moves every time you shoot them is hard to plan for.
Which unit is he talking about?
All the space wolves now, like with that mounted detachment.
Oh, they get to move when it's shot at?
Yeah, don't you remember the old World Eater thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that works out for him.
Yeah, Kebby's seeming to indicate that it's worded just like the old World Eaters. Yep. Yeah, so if you move within 9, he gets a free move, which means he can move closer to you. And then when you shoot him, you put him into combat with you. And especially with the new defender always fights first. What, Josh over there with his piles of cocaine?
Wolf, fucking Wolfguard battle leader on Thunderwolf is just like the most badass thing.
Yeah. Oh, the name Wolfguard
yeah.
Battle Leader on Thunderwolf?
On Thunderwolf, yeah. I'm just tripping out because that's
Thought about playing.
badass.
Thought about playing Space Wolves. And now we don't really have any Space Wolf players in the shop.
No, the Thunderbolt Cavalry actually would be fun playing Space Wolves.
Just in general, the Space Wolf models, they've got more going on than...
Yeah, you can have fun with that.
I mean, they're fucking Space Vikings, dude.
If I was to do another Marine Army, I would go either Wolves or Death Watch, just because no one does them. Yeah, same reason. I mean, mind you, I'm not going to do another Marine Army, so you don't have to worry about that. But what? What? I'm king of the world.
Josh with his Scarface piles of cocaine.
There's like lines in it and stuff.
What?
Just crack it up.
It's like riding a bike.
Yeah.
Cocaine's like riding a bike.
I mean, actually.
There we go. So there's the feathers done. Quick, dirty, easy. So there's his feathers.
Well, no, because you start teasing me about lines. It's like, I got razor blades right here. All
right, blue scribes are starting to come around. Starting to come around. I need to do some silver. It's got some little silver ding-dongs here. It's like my Death Guard and everything being Death Plague. GW understands branding and theming. Oh, shit. My ankle just fucking locked up. That's pretty fucking lame. That's pretty lame, boys. Can't say I'm a fan of what just occurred. In fact, I know I'm not a fan of what just occurred. It's bullshit. This bullshit. Yeah, 3 damage powder fist for lethal hits is pretty good. What do you got access to rerolls in there?
I can take these outside, spray it around right now, real quick. I'm gonna come back in, and then I'm epoxying the helmet.
What are you spraying them with?
Just clear varnish. Clear satin varnish after the cornstarch is on them. Let it dry, sand it, do it twice, and apparently it's
And cornstarch doesn't rot or biodegrade?
It's encapsulated.
Yeah. Average 4 wounds, neg 2. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, all 4 have to go through. 3 damage power fist, yeah. Just hits now that they were. Yeah, but you're hitting on 3s or 4s naturally with the wolf cav. If it's 3s, I think I pick up everything into a night and re-roll it. Yeah, your wah's really good, though. He shoots. Oh, fuck, son. Nailed from downtown early. Yeah. I need to get. I need to get my my GW stuff up to snuff. So. Yeah, I mean, Kevy, I could try. The 3 packs of blues was pretty damn good, don't you think? Way scarier than 2 more changelings, or 2 more nerdlings and a changeling. Yeah. Not with your power fist. You're wounding on 5s. Wounding on 5s with your power fists, so. Because they're just the same, I think, as my Death Shroud size. In fact, you're just using my Death Shroud size. Only my Death Shroud size hit on 2s, reroll 1s. So. But 12 inches is much better than 4-inch move. It's 8 inches bigger. That's what she said. What do you think, Lee? Should we end up adding in an extra Warhammer play night into the mix for the channel?
Is it going to be the same people on that one, or?
Yeah, but different
different
matchups.
Right, but we're not. I mean, we got the one going really good. I don't know. Yeah, I'd have to think about it.
Actually, Kebby, that's the problem. It's like it is going to be 30 points under, and I got nowhere to put that 30 points at all. Because there's nothing for 30 points, because you already have a sticky stalker. So. So yeah, I got some thinking to do. But if I went 20 blues, 5 briggies, 5 carnies, a sticky stalker. Now that actually works. 2 packs of Nurglings, but yeah, I know. Drop the sticky, get Nurglings, still have 20 points left over. I'll break it down. I'll break it down deeply. I'll get deep. Or, hey, drop sticky. I think it's close to some blue scribe action. Actually, I think, no, it's 55 points, not 65. Shit. Let's have a look. Let us look and see, Mr. Kebby. Let's look and see in the Munitorum Field Manual. Let's look at Coas. Black Templars are not Coas. Blood Angels are not Coas. Coas Demons. What do we got? Changecaster 65 points. We don't have that many. What does my good friend Sloppity do, though? Let's check some Sloppity. Sloppity, a Bile, a Piper. He's got Deep Strike. We're looking for Coas Demons. There we go. Let's see what our good friend Sloppity Bile Piper does. Oh, so much blood and skulls up here at the top. So much blood and skulls. So much blood and skulls. Blood and skulls and flesh. Oh, so much change and flame and fate. All right. We scrolling. Erotigus. Great Unclean One. Poxbringer. There's another stacked -1 to leadership on a Poxbringer. Everything within 6 of the blue horrors, a Poxbringer, and a Chaos Knight is -3 to a leadership test. They have to take it if they've taken a single fucking wound. Get fucked. Epidemius. Sloppity. Oh, shit.
What? Uh-oh, what? Dun, dun, dun.
At the start of the fight phase, every enemy unit, excluding monsters and vehicles within 6 inches of this model, must take a battle shock test. Real respectable like. All right, maybe on the Sloppity. Let's see what else we got. Looks like that's it. Looks like that's it at 55 points. Now, so if we drop a thing of Nurglings, that's 35. Plus Oraterra takes us to 55. Plus we're getting another 20, gets us 75. Why are stalkers 150 points? Why would you make a War Dog Stalker 150 points? They are so bad. Like, this should be 130 points. Like, this should be 130. This should be 130. This should be 125. Like, it's just bad. Like, if the Brigand and the Carnivore are the baselines you want, like, those should be way worse. I'd consider taking a Rampager if it was down below 350, I think. Because you got to take that on it. So. Yeah. Yeah, but it's just so bad. Yeah, these are hot garbage. They're +1 to hit if you're below half strength, which makes them hit as good as Brigands, which are just better for 10 points more. Like, I don't understand some of the decisions made. What's the Moirax? Let's look at the Moirax. Oh, it's Forge World. So
Forge World shit. If it's like the Imperial one, it has all the Volkites and the weird Forge World weapons.
let's see here. We need to find. That is under Imperial Armor data sheets. Here we go. Necrons, Astartes, Tyranids, Tau, Drakari, Chaos Knights. Here we go. Let's see if you have a place in my list. War Dog Moirax. One shot. Conversion sustained hits D3. Yeah, this thing's terrible.
I know the Imperial one's overpointed, and none of the weapons are particularly.
You can
high.
target this unit with the heroic intervention stratagem for 0 CP.
Ooh, if you put the Rad's Clang's Claw on her, maybe, but you're still overpointed.
Rad Cleanser. Anti-infantry 2+,
Well,
ignores
there's a
cover.
claw, whatever it's called.
It's got no AP. Yeah, the Siege Claw. The Siege Claw is literally just the claw from the Carnivore. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is just a Stalker's better, actually. Like, yeah, I mean, you get the 0 CP stratagem. Does it have character now? Okay. Like, the Graviton Pulsar's not bad. Anti-vehicle 2+, always wins a vehicle on it too, but it's AP -1, 2 damage, hot garbage. Lightning Locks have sustained hits 2 with 6 shots. Strength 8, no AP though.
No AP. That's where it lost my interest.
Yeah. The Volkite's not bad, but yeah, there's nothing here.
The Volkite needs. I mean, the Volkite worked when I was doing with Gilliman and Dreads, but you know, you have to have shit to work with it by itself. Ain't.
Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing there. Yeah. All right. Well, fuck it. I'll figure it out. Just for shits and gigs, let's build an orc list. My wrist is kind of hurting, so that's why.
I mixed
Okay.
epoxy, so I'm in it to win it situation.
Well, let's do this. should we build the orc list I want to run, Josh, next week?
Okay.
Let's do it.
I'll give you my opinion on orcs.
Okay. Okay, so, oh, nope, we don't need that. We need Battle Scribe. Battle Scribe. Battle Scribe.
So first of all, for you and orcs, what's your auto take?
Well,
What's
I
your
have
auto
some
take for orcs?
theories. I don't really have too many auto takes here.
Where do you want to start? Because it always comes down to start.
Yeah. So let's create a new roster. Orcs. So. Orc. Add force. All we need to add is orcs. Okay. Okay. So, my first thing I'm going to do is add Mogrod Scragsbad.
Okay.
So, let's go down to Mozrog. Because he's sexy AF. So, we'll pull this up. So, yeah, and of course we need to Control F this. Control F. Moz. Here he is. So, he is T10. He has a 4-up invuln and a 3-up save. He has a shitty little gun, 18 inches D3. His melee attacks, 3 attacks, devastating wounds, extra attacks for 4 damage. Strength 7, AP -2. Absolutely outstanding. Gut Ripper, anti-monster, anti-vehicle 4+, -1, 3 damage. Each time this unit or this model makes an attack against a monster vehicle, add 1 to the damage characteristic of the attack. So 5 damage with the jaws, devastating wounds, 4 damage with Gut Ripper. Add 1 to the damage characteristic, and add 2 when you attack Titanics. So he can straight up eat knights. Each time the model declares a charge, unmodified successful wound roll of 5+ scores a critical wound. So the devastating wounds on his jaws on the charge are on a 5+. So, great. He is in there because he's a beat stick.
He's fast, he's mobile, he doesn't need any support.
Oh yeah, and he has a
destroys
4-up,
things.
feel no pain. So 4-up invul, 4-up, feel no pain. All right, let us go on to our next thing. What? Oh, there's my Chaos Knight list. I'm like, what are you doing? Yes, save the roster. Yes, I don't care about your validation errors. Save. There we go. Yes, replace it. Okay. There we go. Okay. So I think you should probably have a... Where are they? Knob on Smash-a-Squigs. I want 2 of these guys.
Not 3.
Maybe 3. We will
You're
look.
starting with 2.
Starting with 2. Because Smasha. There's 14 smashes in here. Knob on Smash-a-Squig. Here he is. So, Big Choppa, Strength 7, AP -1, 2 damage. Smash-a-Squig Jaws, Strength 6, AP -1, 2 damage. When this model is leading a unit, add 1 to the hit roll. So +1 to hit for all the Squig Hog boys. During the battle round in which you call the Wah, this model's Big Chopper has anti-monster 3+ and anti-vehicle 3+. So pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. And he can go into Squig Hog boys. So, that being said, we want Squig Hog boys. So, here's your Squig Hog boys. You can ignore any or all modifiers to move characteristic and advance and charge rolls. So you can't slow them down. AP neg 1, 2 damage, strength 6, extra attacks, and they have Lance. Anti-monster, anti-vehicle 4+. AP neg 1, 2 damage.
My experience with Lance is it just always makes things
Yep.
better.
Once per battle, each bomb squig, you can hit them, D3 mortal wounds. Does not have to be visible. Yep. You can just, 12 inches can go through stuff on a 2+ D3 mortal wounds. So, beautiful. And they've got, they each have a stick of 2. AP 5, neg 1, 2 damage, anti-monster, anti-vehicle, 4+. So, we want, as of right now, 2 packs of 3 Squig Hog Boys. All right. We want Captain Badruck. And we want 10 Flash Gits. Where's the Flash Gits? There we go. Oh. I need to view this. View selection. Oh, nope. I need to. How do I do that on this? Oh, there we go. Flash Gits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. So let's look at what Flash Gits do. Flash
Gets.
So-
They're not one of my go-to units, but that's because never went to the effort of paying any up.
Yeah, you need to put one unit of them is amazing. So they each have 3 attacks. Sustained hits 1. So exploding 6s. They hit on 5s. Each time this model unit targets a close eligible target, that weapon has an attack characteristic of 4. So 4 attacks, exploding 5s into the nearest target. Once per battle, you can lethal hit the unit with an ammo run. I do believe you get 1 ammo run. So, you can lethal hits once per battle. Now, Captain. The Captain. He's got heavy sustained hits, AP, really good stuff, hitting on 5s still. While this model is leading unit, each time a model in that unit makes a ranged attack, you can re-roll the hit roll. Exploding 5s is the only thing that hits, and you're re-rolling it. While an enemy infantry unit is within 6 inches of this model, subtract 1 from the toughness characteristic of models in that unit. So you've got 40 attacks, hitting on 5s, re-rolling all, exploding 5s.
Which basically makes them hit on, for all intents, 4s.
3s.
5s re-rolling all.
Because it's explosions on 5s.
Oh, well, explosions, basically,
Yeah.
that's where you're getting the 3s, okay.
Yep.
With
Really,
the chance of it procking crazy.
and lethal hits on 5s. So, yeah, really quite sexy. Let's see. So, what are we at? We are at 805. Now, I think we need 1, 2, 3 units of Gretchens. I think we need, let's look at Storm Boys.
You should look at Boss Agdruck.
We will. Zagstruck?
Yeah, he's a cheap hero.
Let's try Zag. All right. So he has Deep Strike, Feel No Pain. He adds 1 to the hit roll, and reroll charge rolls made for this model's unit in a turn which it was set up on the battlefield from reserves.
Which is what they like to do.
Yep. So let's look at Storm Boys. Storm Boys. All right. So, they have deep strike. Unit is able to carry a charge in a turn in which it advanced. If it does, you roll a d6, you take a 1, which is great. But yeah, they're just orcs. One guy has a power claw.
They're orcs
That's
that can deep strike and move faster. Mm-hmm. One has a power class where you stick the boss in 10-pack. I was thinking, but that's just my thought.
Maybe.
You do one boss with a 10-pack and then 2 5-packs. They'll play the game. You have one, I'm going to get some.
Maybe. But I think there's someone else we need to put in. Gazgul Mog Uruk Thraka. Here he is. All right. So, while this model's adding a unit, add 1 to the hit roll and 1 to the wound roll. And while you're within 12 inches of Makari and you have called the Wa, all melee model units within have lethal hits. So, yeah, starts to get pretty freaking gross.
Not to mention he's a beat stick and a half. Himself.
Yeah, straight.
Really, the argument comes in, what's his bodyguard going to be? You're going to bring Mega Knobs, you're going to bring Knobs, you're going to bring Boys.
Can't. He can only go with Mega Knobs.
Only Mega Knobs now?
Yep.
Well, shit.
So-
How many Mega Knobs you bringing with him?
Yep. So that's the question.
You going big pack, little pack?
Yep. So let's add in Gazgul. And he is only 235 points. And he has a 2-up invulnerable save for quite some time.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Okay. So we got Gazgul. Now the question is, do we want to give him a giant, huge pack of Mega Knobbers?
What's
Or
the
do
point
we-
difference between min pack and then point difference between the max pack?
So you can take Mega Knobs. So let's go ahead and Mega Knobs. Oh, no, one word. Mega Knobs. There we go. All right. So a big mech and mega armor. He allows ranged attacks, reroll a hit roll of 1. Pretty much garbage.
Yeah, I don't.
But you can destroy 1 bodyguard model of that unit. And you get a custom force field. 4-up invuln for Mega Knobs. Pretty damned good. Once per battle, 1 model in the mayor's unit can regain D3 lost wounds. That's pretty hot.
It is, actually.
So, what I am thinking is thus. Just to give Gazgul a couple extra wounds, we are going to give him a tiny little unit of Mega Knobs that's only cost 60 points.
Yeah, because it really comes down to MMC or go big or go home. There's no mid ground there.
Yep.
I mean, middle ground, are you serious? If you're going to do middle ground, you just don't even put Gazgul in there.
And we are now at 1220. So, now let us look at some other real fun things. Big guns are legended, but Met guns are not. So let's look at the Met guns. Because we want at least 2 Met guns.
Yeah, just keep them honest.
Yep.
I like the Zappas myself because they're the best anti-armor, but I think at least. And I don't need them to kill infantry. I need them to kill armor and big tough things. That's the way I'm looking at it.
Big mech with shock attack gun can be attached to Met guns.
Yes.
Strength 9, AP 4, D6 damage. Hits
And
on
what
a
did you
5.
give the Met guns? I forget
D6 attacks plus 1. 60-inch range. While this model is reading a unit, reroll attack roll of 1.
Okay.
Deranged Slotling Assault. In your shooting phase after this model is shot, select one enemy unit hit by 1 or more. You have to take a battle shock. Once per battle, after rolling to determine how many attacks the bearer shock attack gun makes, you can re-roll that dice. So, not too bad. Yes, I'm going to look at grot tanks with missiles here. So, but mech guns we want to look at. Mech. Next one down is mech guns. There we go. Okay. So you can take a bubble chucker. God awful. You have to roll. It can be dog shit.
Custom Mega Blaster.
Custom Mega Cannon. Yep.
Cannon, yeah.
Yep. 36-inch range. D6. Hitting on a 4.
Rerolling once.
Only if it's 10 or more. And if you take a guy with it. So D6 damage. Pretty good. And you can take them in packs of 1. So we want these guys.
Those are backfield objective holders.
They are sitting in the very corners of the board. 1, 2. There we go. They are there to do engage on all fronts, which you're probably going to already have, but they are literally there to just sit within 9 of a corner. Now, what are we at? We are at 1330. So, we've got anti-tank covered. However, I want to do this. I want to take a War Boss. I want to take a Weird Boy.
And 20 boys.
And I want to take 20 boys. And I want to take 20 boys. There we go. Hey, come here. How did you get to that? Expand selected? No. How do we start adding? I really dislike this. Oh, there we go. There it is. Okay, 19 with Slugga. 19 with Choppa. Oh, not rocket launcher. Get out of here. 19 with Slugga Choppa. There we go. Okay. So we're at 1620. Now we want to take ourselves a battle wagon. Boom. 1805. I don't think we're going to be able to get what we want in our list here. So let's find out, because we want to take a... We wanted to take a War Boss and Mega Armor. And a... We need to look at the battle wagon to see how many it can take. It can take 22, right? And Mega Armors count as 2 each, correct? So, we are going to be 5 points short from what we want to do.
There goes a pack of grots.
What's up?
I said, there goes a pack of grots.
There goes a pack of grots. Because we
That
want...
gives you how many points to spend on other dumb shit?
Yep. That takes us to 200. Oh, that takes us to 265. So... I really hate for Gazzy to go. But there's this trick pony I want to do. It's a pony.
We all know how you like your ponies.
Which is Meganobs.
I had to stop. I got to stop, and they got to set this.
So, yeah. So, here's what I want to do. I want to put 20 boys, and a war boss and a weird boy inside the battle wagon. I want to then jump them out if I go first. This is so if you go first and you have if you have artillery, you can't start hammering on those boys. Because I want to take them out turn 1 and jump them. I then want to put the Mega Knobs inside of the battle wagon and rush it up the board. However, I think this might not happen. Just because, point-wise, I don't like it. That's like 800 points of the army. So, battle wagon goes away. That giant pack of Mega Knobs goes away. Or does it? We could in a truck. Truck holds 12. Does save me 10 points. There. That takes us down to 1850. Which is still pretty good. Gaz has got some friends. But these boys are in scary shape, so they have to go away. That means the war boss goes away. However, we're going to add another weird boy into this list. And we're going to have 2 weird boys just hanging out on their own.
Because they can cast a jump on themselves now.
Because they can cast the jump on themselves.
So they are... You need 4 corners, or 4 table corners.
Yep.
They can actually be a half-assed assassin.
Yep.
They're just flexibility.
Yep. So.
Actually, amazing enough, a very flexible orc list is doable.
Yep.
You can do everything well but shoot. Play every game but shoot.
Indeed. So, what else do we want to do from here? We have 330 points left over. So,
Tobo casts as bodyguard.
we are going to look at grot tanks.
I have like 15 of those printed, by the way. They're even not painted, so you can actually have a field day with doing them up.
Grot tanks.
Can I go check on my other stuff that is trying? I'll be right back.
26 versions of grot in this list. Gretchen. Commandos we will look at as well. Pain Boss we don't need. Pain Boy we don't need. Pain Boy, yeah, I know you've got grots. Oh, and we do have to add a truck in as well. Gretchens, Commandos. Where are you? Let's just put tank in. Tank. Mat guns, rocket truck, tank busters, tank busters, tank busters, tank busters, tank hammers, tank busters. Look, everything's under tank busters. Oh, I know why I'm not finding them. Because they are Forge World. Imperial Armor Grot tanks. Here we go. So, scatter. So they got a 10-inch move. Once per turn, when an enemy unit ends a normal, advance, or fallback move within 9 of this unit is not in engagement range, you get to move 6 inches. Oh, okay. He was doing his full 10-inch move. All right. Yes, Carrion. I do miss those days, too. I miss the days of Ludas and Mech Shock attack guns with a bunch of grots in front of them. That was some fun shit. Big Shootas, Grot Zuka. D3, no. Custom Mega Blaster Hazardous. They each have 5 wounds, so that's not the worst. Hit on 4s, Rocket Launcher. Strength 9, AP2, 3 damage. And they each have... So you can have an extra rocket launcher. So, yeah. And you can take them in packs of 4 to 8. So, nice little, they're OC2. You know, T6 is great. 3-up save, not bad. So, let's go back to this. Let's add 3 little packs of these. Vehicle, Grot tanks. 155, bit much in my opinion for them. Yeah. Yep. You were close to being able to do a full Grot list in 9th. Actually, I think you can do a... Oh, no, you can't because you can only take... Well, you could. I think you can get enough points if you wanted to do a full Grot list here because you've got... I guess technically Mazrog isn't a Grot. Or Zogdrad, but he makes them better. They're 155 points for 3, though, Josh.
Grot tanks?
Yeah.
Yeah. 50 points a pop. And for 50 points, you can get a Terminator. Or a Mega Knob.
You could also put 2 10-packs of Commandos in this list.
That would actually be a better, with the way 4 deployers work, even without a plan, other than just they're there,
Yep.
you might get turn 1 and you can charge them, and you might get turn 2 and they suck up some charges, or whatever.
Yep. And then...
Now back to the cocaine.
I'll play this and try it. I'll totally play this and try it. Oh, perfect. Because I needed a 60-point truck. Boom. 2,000 points on the dot.
Oh, how many trucks you got? We didn't even
Just
get
one.
trucks. Just one. So you're not running meta.
No, boys are out. Too many points. So, I don't know. I'll try it. I'll play it. We'll see how it goes. I'm a little concerned that a lot of the power of this list is in literally Gaz and Meganobs, a big Meganobs bomb, and some other stuff. But it should be able to do everything it needs to do. Yeah, Met Guns just came out, but you can take them in packs of 1, which puts them really good for corners. So, what are the things we have to do? We have to make sure we can do our objectives. And we got to make sure we can do our objectives turn 1. That's where the 2 packs commandos come in. We have to make sure we can do behind enemy lines, etc. That's where the 2 weird boys come in. That's also where the Squig Hog boys and the Knobs on Smash the Squig come in. We have to be able to deal with vehicles. They can deal with vehicles. They can also deal with vehicles. Gazgul can deal with vehicles. Bad Ruck in his flash gets one turn can annihilate some vehicles. Mozrog eats vehicles for fucking breakfast. So we have enough ways to deal with vehicles. As far as infantry goes,
Most of those things also eat infantry.
most of these
You
things
said.
also eat infantry.
Just for the record.
Yep.
Oh no, Gaskell's going in infantry. You're wasting it, but he's still gonna whack 8, 9 of them a turn himself.
Yeah. But you do know what's going to be a problem here. I can already tell you what list is going to be a serious problem for this list.
I'm already looking at the Space Marine Salamander list. Might be a pain.
Death Guard.
Death Guard, yeah, because you at -2 to hit.
Yep.
So you're hitting on 4s and 5s all over the place now.
Yeah. Yep. You're still exploding 6s, all that good stuff. But Death Guard's going to be a problem for this list. Yep. I mean, the Meganobs just do a shit ton of damage when they get in. It's pretty mobile. This list's pretty goddamn mobile. I will try it against somebody this week on stream if we don't have another stream game. I do like having all 3 of those fuckers. Bad Ruck's just amazing. Not War Boss in Mega Armor. Oh, I'm sorry. I put the wrong thing in there.
Okay, I gotta run out and spray these again.
Maybe we have to change this. We need Big
you
Mech
it is working.
in Mega Armor. Oh, now we're over. So, we'll have to do a couple. Like maybe Pack of Commandos goes away. Leaves us with 1870. Let's look at, because we have some characters here, let's look at what we can put on the characters. Let us look. Oh, yeah, that's Forge World. Where's our orcs? There's our orcs. Let's see what we can put on our characters. Okay. Get stuck in. Sustained hits 1, yeah. Enhancements. We can give +2 to move to the Meganobs. Pretty damn good. Or we can have the Meganobs fall back in charge. I think we want to give +2 move to the Meganobs, because the Meganobs, if we look here, I do believe it is go here and a view selection. They have a 5-inch move. That'll give the Meganobs a 7-inch move, which is pretty damn good. Oh, yeah, and they have devastating wounds on the Wa turn when they are re-rolling all twin kill saws at strength 12. So, yeah, pretty damn good. Yeah, during the Wa, they're 3 attacks each. Nothing survives them. AP neg 3/2 damage, devastating wounds. Yeah, it's strength 13 during the Wa, so like a knight just dis-a-fuck appears. Just automatically. Because it's strength 13, which means it's wounding knights on 3s, re-rolling all. 6s are devastating. Yeah, it just takes knights and shits on them. And they've got a 2-up save. So it would be nice if they had deep strike. They don't. So anyway. But we want to go to Big Mech and Mega Armor. We want to give him, well, we want to make Gaz the Warlord, I do believe. Just because he's Gaz. Bap. But we want to go here, and we want to, how do I give him things? How do I give him things? How do I give you things? Oh, I think it's down here. Allied units. Doop-a-doop-a-doop, Inspector Gadget. How do I give you things? This is very strange. It's not telling me how to give you things. Where it was just write a thing character. On my Chaos Knights, it just let me put it. That's strange. So let's look here at the points and decide how we want to do this. Bonk. Minotaurum Field Manual. Orcs is page 25. Whoop. Whoop. There was Necrons. Space Marines. Orcs. So where is it? Detachment. Follow me, lads, is 25 points. So, if we have an extra 25 points left over, let's do that. So, let's see where we're weak here. So that would put us at having 105 points left over. How much are Storm Boys? Storm Boys would be cute. Did we add a Did we end up adding that truck? Yes, we added one truck. If we added another truck, we have 120 points. We want to add 2 more trucks. And then that puts us at 1990. So yeah, we won't give that because these trucks mean those grots can get to positions turn 1. Which is great. And then they can run off and go do whatever. I think this list is playable. I think it has some serious issues, which we'll have to see how they work, how it works out. The Meganobs might be able to survive, you know, if you dump all your shooting, because Bad Ruck will go take a unit of Plague Marines and just go, get the fuck out of here. I hate you. Go away. And those Plague Marines will just go away when Bad Ruck comes down. However, yeah, I think we'll go with this. So, anyway, we'll wait till Josh gets back in.
I'm back in.
And then we'll call it a
Checked,
show.
there's
I
no,
just hobbied myself into a corner.
Yep.
there's no
Basically,
email,
I gotta wait everything to dry.
there's no pics.
No picks?
Nope.
Okay.
Not
So,
even Chase, so.
no chase. So we will on next Tuesday. We'll be back with the hobby show. Hopefully, I'll have some terrain stuff lined up. Yeah, cans aren't great this edition.
Dreads aren't either, which hurts my feelings. I got 9 dreads.
Carrion, I'm fine charging Death Shroud with the Meganobs.
Actually, okay, because those T3 flamers aren't doing dick all, but
Well, they're anti-infantry,
oh, they are.
but they have a 2-up.
Yeah.
So I'm okay there. It's the Plague Marines in the fight last. Or fight first for the Plague Marines. So, but Bad Ruck will take a unit of Plague Marines, just make him disappear when he comes down. So, yeah. Anyway, I'll play this. We'll see how it plays. And, you know,
I think I did a good job.
Yep. So I will probably stream some. New World tonight and tomorrow morning.
Lines hit.
So, oh yeah, show everybody the Mando helmet that you. Yeah. So that's what Josh got it down to today. Looking
Working on
pretty
it,
good.
You know,
Yep.
I had to break that line off and then redo it. Mm-hmm. That's all right, though.
Yep. So here's how far the blue scribes got. Blue little scribes. Come back here, blue little scribes. There's the blue scribes. They're getting there. My wrist just started hurting. It's weather as well. So anyway, we'll try this orc list on stream probably. So you guys all have a good one, and we'll see you later. Okay, thanks. Bye.